Abby Hayes will start it off for Creighton. Here we go. Immediately to Reines. Good dig, Breisinger. Creighton goes to Ava Martin. Can't get it to fall. Bears first point.
I think we're going to have a quick challenge here, John, as at the end of that play, the Blue Jays thought that there was a net violation from Northern Colorado, which, while they're looking at it, they're going to have to look to see if it was after the ball had landed. That shot, I mean, going from 4 to 4. I mean, that's what the shot's called. I mean, it is so...
Well, it looks in.
After review, the call will be reversed. Creighton's point, they retain their challenge.
So yeah, not only the potential net, but yeah, it was. I didn't realize that they called it versus in or out. I thought it was wide. Hard
it
to
was
see.
Called out, but it was clearly in. Very quick review. Creighton gets the first point. Reines has to tip. Slide, Brandowie. Kept alive, well done, Alvarez, Jorge. Martin. Ava Martin.
Talk about a set 5, only going to 15 points. In all 4 sets, the Blue Jays had Nora Wirtz as their first server, which puts Ava Martin in the back row for about a rotation or a half. So you're seeing the adjustment here in set 5 as you don't have a whole ton of time to work with.
Reines. And the tip across again. Back to Martin. Alvarez Jorge tracks it down. Played across, free ball. Brandowie. Kept alive. Blocked. Re-rack. Reines from off the net. Sent it wide. 3-0 Blue Jays.
Hot start for the Blue Jays. But in that rally, the amount of one-arm digs from the Bears, it's just been really impressive so far what they've done here tonight in keeping that ball alive, and just an unlucky swing there from their outside.
Gibbs got it.
Really great set there from Alvarez Jorge. I mean, that was just such a perfectly placed ball. I mean, they just put it perfectly in that little window for her to have that line available to her.
Martin. Kept alive by Reines. Tessina. Now back to Martin again. Reines saves it again. Did it go inside the antenna? They won't stop play. Brandowie slides, score.
A really smart adjustment from the Blue Jays. I mean, that whole rotation to be able to have, you know, that's not something that you would see right away. So that 4-1 margin, just making that little adjustment. I mean, you have Nora Wirtz as your second server versus your first, but again, it's just that margin of error that allows for success.
Tessina, good dig, Abby Hayes. Martin, Lepore the dig. Van Lannen couldn't get it to fall. Martin, another chance, got it. They are just feeding Ava Martin here in the 5th. And she's eating.
Yeah, she's the Big East Player of the Year. I mean, there's no reason but to not lean into that.
.25 kills on the match now for Ava Martin.
A really good response from the Blue Jays as we talk about momentum in set 4, knowing that they had definitely in the driver's seat in set 4. And I think we kind of knew that it was going to go into a 5th set with how handily they took that 4th set, especially middle to the end of that set. So you just never know how it's going to start.
Right.
Like, it could easily go one of two ways. And, the boring, easy thing for me to say is serve and pass, but it's the truth of it. I mean, when you start out with aggressive serving and you're able to do solid passing, and then you have Ava Martin up there, as much as you don't want me to say Ava Martin, Ava Martin, Ava Martin, but I mean, you have to give respect where respect's due, and that is you put her in the front row first so that you can have a player like that impact the game. Why wait? Why wait? I mean, she can definitely score from behind the line, but why not assert her physicality early in set 5?
She's got nearly twice as many kills as the next highest player in the match. That's Elena Tessina with 13. And we hear coaches sometimes say, don't think about plays, think about players. And it certainly seems like Brian Rosen has thought about his primetime player here in the 5th. Wirtz to serve it out of the timeout. Northern Colorado needs a point. They will get it.
If I'm Coach Rosen, I am challenging this
That was
ball.
close.
I think it was definitely in.
He's got the green card in his hand.
Did he pull the trigger? I don't think he did. That ball was definitely
I think Angie Oxley-Barons waved him off and said, don't do it.
Oh, I think that ball was definitely in.
Maybe discretion here because you're up by 3 at 5-2. You don't want to waste the challenge.
And I believe he only has one left.
Martin through the block, got it! 26 kills.
Why not? I mean, she's just...
Until they stop it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go to her. You have Kiara Reinhardt in there. It's definitely a good option too, but when you're scoring at that high of a clip, you just don't make it harder than it needs to be.
To the middle, kept up by Mater somehow. What a reaction. Martin off the net. Overpass. Saved outside the antenna, out of bounds.
Putting the Blue Jays on her back, but even before that, I mean, you have to give credit to Analea Mater. I mean, there was a lot of balls early on in this match she was not able to keep in play, and it was a gutsy defensive play that kept that ball alive.
Out of bounds, touched off the Creighton block. And a little protest from the Creighton sideline again.
They might be talking about if she was under. I mean, there was a little bit of that contact, nothing that hit the net rather, but was there somebody underneath the net? So I think that was Coach Rosen's question, was she under?
7-3 Creighton in front. McCarter. Martin. Like a Mack truck driving it home.
Yeah, if you're Northern Colorado, you want to get her to the back row as quick as you can. So you can't allow the Blue Jays to be going on runs here. You're going to have to be really do a little bit better of a job. And I think in sets 2 and 3, I would not be serving her. And so they have her now in the back row. Does that lend itself a little bit of relief, if you will, if you're Northern Colorado, because now we're able to defend others, and because she's been able to score at such a high clip. But I go back to the serve receive. I think that was something that Creighton really struggled at in sets 2 and 3, and I think they've done a much better job here in sets 4 and 5.
Good decision on the setter dump from Alvarez Jorge.
She's done that a couple times, John, and sometimes you'll see it where they go up with one hand, and I really like that 2-hand throw. I like that the officials allow that to be played a little bit looser, because it's a really good call from Alvarez.
Reinhardt forces the overpass. Back to Reinhardt, overpassed again. Johnson, cross-court kill.
Great defensive effort from the Bears. but Jaya Johnson on the net is just really hard to defend. Just has that seam that split open for her. Well done.
Bennett. Breisinger somehow kept it up. What a play by Hayes. Bennett blocked. Kept alive. Reines can't get it to fall. Hayes. Off hands. Blue Jays by 6.
You got to play defense. You got to play gritty defense. Maters now really coming alive in set 5, staying resilient in these long rallies.
Northern Colorado's
really,
there was no touch.
Really good job from Nora Hayes to keep that ball within her range, using the blockers in front of her. Just a beautiful backswing there. So they're challenging that touch, and
it's pretty clear.
It is pretty clear.
Comes right off the thumb of Alvarez Jorge.
See that backward.
There it
bend.
is.
So this will be pretty quick here.
After review, the call will be confirmed. Northern Colorado loses a challenge.
No challenge left for Northern Colorado.
This is a big side out if you're Northern Colorado. 11-4 is a pretty large deficit to come back from. So if they can try to keep it within 5, it's going to be important.
Bennett delivers.
Bennett has been really good behind, whether she's running off of 1 or whether she's running that 6, which is just a 1, but behind the setter. She's been really, really effective for their offense.
Lydiard started the season as the starting setter. Moved into a different role late in the season. Jaya Johnson ends her time at the service line.
Working the seams not only on the block, but working the seams between the backcourts. Really well done out of system there.
Timeout, Northern Colorado. They have none remaining. And Creighton leads by 6 with only 4 points left until they close out this match. We've gone to 5 sets. His team's 4 points away from giving him his first win in a 5-set thriller. Gibbs. And there's some concern for Abby Hayes as the swing from Gibbs came right off the head. And Abby's got the eyes watered a little bit.
Yeah, you hope it's just a stinger more than it is
the slap of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, luckily she was able to get her hands to slow it down first before it made contact with her face. And so those things, I mean, these athletes are playing so high above the net that sometimes that will happen. I mean, look right there. I mean, see how high her head is above.
And you catch one in the nose, it'll make your eyes water a little bit.
Yeah, as long as it's a stinger and nothing more. So good to see that she's okay and able to finish out this match.
She's going to stay out. Alvarez Jorge trying to pull her team back. They trail by 5 here in the 5th set. Damrow. Breisinger sends it out. Hayes. Overpass, pushed across. Pancake from Lepore. Right back to Breisinger. Martin, back row. To the middle, Gibbs. Martin's dig. Kept up by Breisinger. Hayes down the line. Got it off the hands.
She's done a very nice job of ending rallies, using that block. And as a freshman, to be able to have that in your arsenal is really impressive. And it's so important, something that will really lend itself to having a really nice career for her, collegiate career, if you're able to do that early as a freshman. That's so important.
Hausman to serve. Creighton 3 points away. Reines, dug by Breisinger. Martin got another 29 kills.
So impressive, the heat that she puts on that ball, whether she's on the net or off the net. And then again, just having that range. She's not hitting at that middle back or left back, rather she's splitting those two defenders. Just really well done.
Reines trying to throw it down. Re-rack Northern Colorado. Van Lannen. Camro the dig, overpass. Camro again. Martin. 30!
Ava Martin, Ava Martin, Ava Martin. I'll say it. I mean, you have to give her credit. There's just, I mean, look at that swing. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, she's done so much for the Blue Jays here tonight.
2-1. Hausman sends it long. We play another. 14-7. Score or go home to Greeley, Colorado for the Bears. Good serve, Reines! It's an ace! She aced Ava Martin.
It's that high ball that's attacking at her shoulders. Don't know if it's gonna drop, whether she wants her user range to pass that deep or use her hands. But
Brandoe ends it! It took everything they had and then a little bit more. But Creighton, in 5 sets, will move on to face Northern Iowa in the second round, taking down the Northern Colorado Bears in 5 sets. What a match, what a performance by Northern Colorado.